After the passing of the legendary Charles Stanley, one of his grandsons actually put a bunch of his personal items on eBay for auction. And he has a YouTube channel promoting it. Now, I got my buddy Ray Rock here, and we're going to be looking at this story together. And, you know, I don't know what to make of this. Zach was very anti this. I don't know. Let's examine this. I'm going to play you guys his clip, and he's going to show you some of the things that are for auction. So if you wanted to get a little bit of Charles Stanley memorabilia, here's your shot.
What's up, guys? It's Matt from friendswithmatt.com.
First of all, yo, what a YouTuber intro. So the first thing is, this brother put footage of the funeral.
Yeah.
In a YouTube video.
Hey, I mean,
that's a standout. Okay, that's the first thing that stood out to me. Now, the second thing that stood out to me is he calls his.
Could have possibly been. We went to the church and got to say hi to a lot of his fans,
and he said we went to the church and got to say hi to a lot of his fans.
Yeah. He's got fans.
That was really sweet.
Graveside.
You a fan? You a Charles Stanley fan?
You know, when there was a time in my early Christianity where like he just would pop up and he just made the most sense on TV.
Got you.
He wasn't selling me soap that washes away my sins.
The funeral was emceed by my cousin Allie's husband Clay, and he did a fantastic job.
And he like blurred him out, but then like the last frame. I'm gonna stop roasting this kid because he seems like he you know, he's going through it. So let's get through this.
I got to take a couple epic photos with.
That's Andy Stanley. I don't know who the guy on the left is. You know what the guy on the left is?
That looks like Louis Giglio, but it's not.
Charles Stanley grandson. He's made a couple videos about this. So that's video number 2. Dirty Secret: The Advantages of Being a Failure. Holy moly, this is dark.
Some of my favorite pastors. And then it came time to go through my grandpa's house, and everybody got to grab some of his stuff, which I know is a little weird, but the family and friends and some of his employees, we all got to go through his stuff and find things that we would keep. I found a few things that I thought were really awesome. I got a bunch of his clothes, I got a bunch of his knickknacks, and I got some other things that I thought were really special. One of them being his passport. There's also a couple things that I got from his home office out of his desk that I wanted to share with you guys because I'm going to put them on eBay, and there's going to be a bid that's happening right now, and you can auction for it if you want it.
So he didn't just put up everything.
Yeah, he's kept sentimental things for himself.
Yes.
And he's auctioning some stuff on eBay. Let's go. Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
That's exactly what you want to do?
I want to see what's
all
on
right,
there.
so whoa, holy mom, yo. That joint sold 2,300.
Hey.
2,300, yo! Shout out to all the Charles Stanley fans, bro. That is amazing.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, let's see what else he put up. He put up here. That's one item that sold. Okay, so that looks like the only thing that's. I wonder if he took some stuff down.
Yeah, he probably put some stuff down.
Okay, so he's not selling everything. That's the way the media was portraying this. Okay, they were portraying this like this man was selling all of his possessions, like he just ransacked all of his stuff, and sold all that. But this is the item that I think he's going to show in this video.
If you want to bid on these items, the links are in the description below. This one is a 13 by 13 inches picture that you can hang on your wall. Hey. And it's signed by my grandpa on 8/30/1996. It's something that I'd love for one of his fans to have.
I like the fact that he kept some stuff for himself.
Yeah,
but like. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at having, you know, a copy of one of the first copies of A.W. Tozer's, you know, The Pursuit of God with his signature on it. Like, that's one of my heroes of the faith.
Sure. So, okay, hold on. There's a plot twist here that we got to come back to.
I found them in his desk, and so I'm just going to include them as bonus presents with whoever wins that picture frame. I'm going to give them my grandpa's coin collection that was in his desk. Here's a coin that has Jesus on one side and the Last Supper on the other side. You'll get this coin, which is still in its case. Very patriotic. You'll also get this coin, which says George W. Bush. And apparently he had a coin with Donald Trump on it. And you will get these coins as well, plus you're going to get some extra coins of his that you don't even see in this video.
Those coins are probably worth a lot of money.
This last one's pretty interesting.
So those are less like, you know, items that are valuable just because they're Charles Stanley's, and just items that are that probably just carry some value in general.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a coin that comes in a plastic case. and it says special weapons and tactics. So whoever wins this framed photograph of my grandpa is going to get his special coin collection that was found in his desk when he passed away. Those will be your bonus gifts. The second item that I'm auctioning off is a pocket watch I found in his desk that has his engravings on it.
Okay, let me fast forward this. He's going to explain why.
Negative feedback. Grandpa's stuff.
There we go.
For wanting to auction off some of my grandpa's things, and I promise you, I have a bunch of my grandpa's stuff that you don't see that I'm gonna keep and cherish and hold on to forever. Why not let my grandpa's fans have a chance at winning 2 of his items that were in his office, the very office that he was actually sleeping in when he passed away. I've got this guy on eBay who's already like, no grandson of Dr. Stanley would run this ad 1 week following his grandfather's death. I appreciate your concern for me. I went to my grandpa's funeral and I grieved greatly. I'm already back in Dallas now. I'm a human being who has bills to pay, and you know how the economy is, so no, I don't really have shame in selling some of his stuff. I'm actually really happy that 2 of his fans are going to get to have a collection of some of his very personal items that were found in his office and in his desk that were there when he passed away. I think that's really special or sweet to be able to pass that on. And whoever wins is going to help me pay my bills, which I desperately need right now. I'm not afraid to admit that. So thank you for tuning in today. Thank you if you're going to take part in this auction, and thank you for all the kindness and love that you guys have been giving me on my other videos. I really appreciate it, and I'm excited to see who wins, and I'm going to include some bonus gifts that you didn't even see in the...
Okay, so it sounds like he's going through it financially. This is his grandfather. He got some stuff. He's keeping some of it, and he's selling some of it.
Yeah, and there's
Now, the chat and Zach were definitely 150% against it.
I mean, look, man, I the way I look at it like this, was there any rules to whoever came in there and grabbed stuff, right? And the other thing is, for me, if I was his grandfather and he was in some financial trouble, I think it's just awesome that my legacy or something that has to deal with me is being a blessing to him when I'm gone. You know? And so for me, I feel like music, like publishing,
yes,
like I'm gonna give over
publishing to our kids. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So who knows?
Yeah. I think
there is a level of sentiment that I want to respect, that is like that, if from a family member's perspective, that it does hurt to see, like, man, that's grandpa's pocket watch. You know what I'm saying? I got you.
After sparking backlash over listing Charles Stanley's personal items on eBay less than 2 weeks after he died, the late pastor's grandson, Matt Broderson, has issued a public apology and admitted his behavior was disrespectful. Okay, so he thinks it was disrespectful. In a YouTube video posted Sunday, Stanley's 29-year-old grandson addressed the criticism he faced after auctioning off his grandfather's pocket watch engraved with the letters CFS, Charles Fraser Stanley, and a framed portrait of the late pastor. So it looks like he sold both. Broderson said that he posted a video on YouTube announcing he's selling his grandfather's items. Members of his family, including his uncle, Andy Stanley, weren't happy. My uncle Stanley begged me to take the stuff off of eBay, begged me to take the auctions off eBay. My mom called me and said, you take that stuff down right now. My sister, she was mad at me as well. So yes, everybody in my family was pretty upset with me and disappointed with my actions.
Yeah, definitely, I admit, the way I worded things, now I see, is disrespectful. And I would like to apologize. This is how crazy and of a whack job
I mean, that's pretty noble of him.
Yeah, he's talking about the wording.
Yeah.
Yeah. The selling of the thing, I don't even think that's
realize that this was going to make people upset. So yeah, I have some issues, some mental health problems. I'm a little disconnected from reality. When I put my grandpa's stuff on eBay, I was just thinking about myself. I was thinking about bills I had to pay, and I kind of rushed and had an adrenaline rush and just decided to throw these items on eBay as fast as possible because I was thinking about me, and can I get some money, please, so that I can pay my bills?
Okay.
A lot of people I love, a lot of people I care about, a lot of people who are very close to me have pointed out that this is disgusting behavior. And there's a lot of people on YouTube who have said...
That's very strong word.
Yeah, but, you know, it's the reason why they're using the word disgusting behavior is because their grandfather just died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
guess that's where that's coming from. But is it really disgusting?
Yeah, disgust is... I remember talking to my therapist about, like, disgust in it, and it's like it's like a reflex that causes you to gag. Like, like disgust.
Visceral.
Yes, visceral. Like, so that's very strong language that folks were saying. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
This is crazy. You should have just waited. So I just want to go on the record to say I admit I shouldn't have done that. And I'm not going to take the items off eBay because now it's kind of awkward. People already started bidding on the items, and I don't want to take that opportunity away from them to get those items.
Right.
So, yes, I'm going to leave the auction up. There's like a day remaining of time. So if you want to get those items, you better hurry. But also, I will admit, I see how that's disrespectful, and I am going to meditate on the idea that maybe I should have waited longer, and I would like to apologize to my family. Yes, and so if some of y'all are hating on my family, I want you to know this. No, my family was appalled by my behavior. Okay, please get this straight, guys. My family did not approve at all of what I was doing, and so I don't want them to get in trouble for my actions. If you guys are going to hate on my uncle for what I'm doing, I just want you to separate that. I am not real. Andy Stanley is my uncle. I live in Dallas, Texas. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia. So.
Okay, so he apologized for it.
It's
a lot of stuff happening, and
he's 29 years old.
He's 29.
Well. So I'm like,
he has some mental health issues, and shout out, prayers up for Matt. I think I feel.
He's also 29 years old and in a financial situation.
Yeah, financial bind, and there's some mental illness. People are saying it's bipolar. I don't know.
Right. And who's to say, like, I don't know, playing devil's advocate here, we don't know what's happening. Look,
I think it was the timing. And it was the packaging alongside of Charles Stanley's name. That's just not a good look.
The timing and the packaging, and a normal in a normal situation where I bet you if he didn't have those financial problems, he would have never put anything for auction. Or put anything for auction that fast without talking to somebody. Yeah. Right. And also, like, there's a level of sympathy that I have for him. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, your family is so involved when you make this mistake. I hope they're involved in pushing you into the right direction to make sure you're getting the right mental health you need.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they are.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not. Yeah. I'm just saying that that same concern. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Should be there for him as well as a person.
Let me be honest. Removing him taking ownership for it, which is very wise.
Very wise.
And him apologizing for it, which is wise. If the roles were reversed and I had a great grandson or a grandson and I'm gone, I'm in heaven with Jesus.
Yeah.
And everybody goes through the stuff. And he gets some stuff, and he is in a bind, and he's having trouble and issues with life. And I'm in heaven with Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm not really sweating this.
I'm not. I'm actually going to be like, hey, man, I still got you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, grandpa's here, baby.
Now, that doesn't mean that, regardless of his intent, that doesn't mean that this is happening in a vacuum and there's not going to be consequences he has to deal with.
Of course. And that it's not going to be hurtful to other people.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like the fact that he says, hey, the timing and the wording was the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. The timing, the wording. Yes, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Man, prayers up for Matt, man. I hope he is getting the treatment that he needs. I know folks who deal with bipolar to the point it's debilitating to them. Yeah. And that is not an easy cross to bear. And that can be very difficult. And so like the missing kind of reading the room and then probably being in a financial situation where you're not even thinking about reading the room because you're just trying to eat.
Yeah.
Will compound. And this isn't like when you find out the behind the scenes, you go, okay, well, this isn't that outside of the realms of something that could happen.
And let's point out that financial problems like this also trigger people spiraling.
Yeah, that's good.
So maybe this is not as bad as what the media is making it out to be.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, they lit him up when this story broke. They lit him up, and I was like, well, let's look at it together and reason amongst ourselves.
Yeah, if my kids ever watch this episode and if they find themselves in a situation, sell my stuff.
Sell it all.
Sell it all.
If you enjoyed this stream, you want to see the full unedited version, consider partnering with us online for as little as $5 a month. Get access to these daily after party streams, access to the podcast before they ever hit YouTube, access to a private Discord, and a discount code for our store and much more. Consider partnering with us online. Keep us independent and never, having to take a brand deal and make goofy commercials like these.
Our friends at Genucel Skincare have exciting news to celebrate in 2023.
Using Manscaped during my showers after workout has given me much more confidence.
And that's where Mudwater comes in.
True Classic has got your back.
All thanks to the sponsor of today's video, SayMine.com.
Established Titles is your opportunity to earn the title of Laird or Lady. Subject to credit approval, rates range from 7.99% APR to 19.99% APR, included 0.50% auto pay discount.
If you don't want us to make ads with brands you don't care about, sign up for our online community for as little as $5 a month to keep us independent and ultimately answering to you as our boss. You get all sorts of benefits like daily replays of our after party streams, exclusive access to our Discord community, and early access to our podcast interviews, all starting for only $5 a month.